So, hi guys. Just to let you know that we are going towards Mussoorie Landor. We have come all the way from Delhi and Noida. So, managed to escape from Noida somehow. We actually were planning to get out, but of course, because of the COVID, one needs to take precaution, needs to be cautious, and we are taking full measures. Even though we have come here, we have filled the proper e-pass, which you can go on a website which is Smart City app, Dehradun. You can go there and apply for an e-pass, and then you can travel. If you apply through tourist, there's a category for tourists. Then you can, if you're just coming for 2-3 days, you don't really need to quarantine. But yeah, if in case you're planning to stay for a little longer, anything longer than 3 or 2 days, then they will ask you for your either negative test report of COVID, or you need to quarantine yourself for 7 days. So these are the two things that you need to remember. Rest, the people who are cooperative, of course, they're doing their job, and one cannot go against them, because they are here for our protection, for saving us from this pandemic, and I think they're doing a great job. So thumbs up to Uttarakhand government. They're doing a good job, and each and every person, whether you're coming from Delhi or any part of the India, you have to fill up this e-pass, and only then when you can enter Uttarakhand. And they're very strict as well, which I think is fair enough, because they deal with all kind of people, so nothing against anybody, but then good channelized and good way of and in fact so we reached here yesterday, and we filled up the form and everything. And once you have to fill up your bookings details, like if you're staying in a hotel, you need to upload your details in that e-pass plus your identity details, and then you will receive a phone call from the government side, from Uttarakhand government, on your cell phone, because obviously that information would be there with them, and they will confirm with you whether you are in your hotel or have you traveled anywhere else, or how long you're going to stay there. So it's quite they are monitoring each and everything, and which is great. Coming back to the point, guys, very 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 happy from my heart. Reason being, getting a chance to ride again in the hills, which is my favorite place. And it was pouring, it was raining very heavily since morning, so we were little stuck in the hotel for some time, and otherwise we would have done this in the morning. But unfortunately at that time everything was it was not possible to get out, because the rain was really hard, and we didn't want to take a risk of getting wet or something in the rain, so we avoided to do that. And you can see the weather is beautiful, absolutely amazing, I must say. And that's pretty much, man. It's like heaven, coming out of those coming out of your house after 4.5 months or so. Everything is so beautiful. And tomorrow we'll be going back, so we're not here for long. We just came for a kind of a 2-day trip, you can say. So we're gonna push back tomorrow early morning, so that we reach Delhi by midday. And so Anmol and me, we decided about this plan suddenly. We did not have any planned situation earlier, but then it was a sudden plan made, and we really did not know much about how to apply for the e-pass. Though one of my friends did clarify to me that you have to have a pass, without that you can't enter Uttarakhand. But finally when we reached, there is a proper, at the entrance of Dehradun city, there's a proper booth where the police will direct you towards, and then you have to do all the formalities, and only then you can enter. And I'm glad that I can share this with you guys, because when we were coming there was no information, there was no concrete information that what's going to happen, how we're going to manage. So I'm just letting you know that be prepared. Just go on Smart City app Dehradun. You can apply for an e-pass in advance, and then you can be rest assured that you have your, and if you're planning to stay for long, please do carry your negative report for COVID, or else you need to quarantine here for at least minimum 7 days. So I'm enjoying my bike. Done couple of upgrades. I did not share this earlier in my video. So I have a Vans & Hines slip-on exhaust put in. I have X pipe, so we have removed the decat, and now the bike is running on X pipe, so it's much louder and it's more torquier in a way. Also I have put a booster plug, which is a small upgrade, but it really helps your bike, especially Triumphs. They are very talky bike, but you know, putting a booster plug really smoothens out the hiccups on the bike. Like, if you know what I mean, like when you're riding it on a lower gear, it tends to sometime, not always, but sometime it shakes the bike, like it has hiccups. So it eliminates, the booster plug eliminates everything, and it's a very simple thing. It's a plug and play system. You can buy that on Moto Usher if they have the availability of the stock, and you can just put it yourself, like you can fix that thing by yourself. And I've also the major concern, there are a couple of concerns with my bike, like with Triumph Street Twin, which is 2017 or 18 version. One is the headlight is not very strong, so I have attached the Gold Runway W40, like 40 watts auxiliary lights, which are damn good, and they come with 1 year warranty. So I will also try to put the links of where I bought it from. It's called Dynamic Riders in Hyderabad, if I'm not wrong, and I purchased it through them. So very good guys. They shipped my order pretty quick, and it was there with me in 3.5 days to 4 days, and I've already put them on. So I generally go to Path Pavers, which is in Okhla. The owner is Piyush. Path Pavers have been a good place to go to, because people working there, they really know what they're doing, so you don't really have to explain everything to them. So it's pretty cool. I went there, all my major upgrades, like the X pipe and everything, that I did it from the Triumph Gurgaon, because I didn't want to take a risk. Decat and everything is not an easy thing to change, and of course Triumph guys are expert in doing that. Then also the rest, like all the cosmetic stuff, as in if I talk about the auxiliary light, I've also changed the headlight beam bulb. It's an LED bulb which I bought from K Customs, which you can find on Instagram. This person is actually in he's in Karol Bagh, but then he can deliver stuff, because right now everybody has started delivering. Reason being, people are not preferring to go out or go to any crowded place. So this guy delivers, the owner. I will also attach his link, his Instagram page link, so you can go there and you can DM him and find out. He has a couple of auxiliary lights as well. So I think he's pretty decent. I bought this bulb from him, and trust me, nothing against nobody, but I was earlier planning to buy Cyclops, but Cyclops are pretty expensive. It's almost like, I think, 7,500-8,000 bucks for a bulb. And I bought these bulbs, which have three-way LED, like it's like a triangle, you can say, and it has bulbs, LEDs on all three corners. So because we have this logo in the headlight, the Triumph logo, so most of the LEDs don't give a good throw. because of that Triumph sign which is blocking the view of the LED. So this one has 3 LEDs, and which is really helpful, and it has a better spread than obviously the original OEM bulb. And yeah, and it's pretty bright. So I bought these from K Customs. Then I have auxiliary from Gold Runway, the GR, 40 watts each, and which is in total I think for 9,000 lumen. Then my LED bulb, the headlight bulb, is also 9,000 lumen. Yeah, and what else? So these are the things that I've done, very basic. The next and of course the Timson tires, which are performing great in wet condition and normal conditions. I don't have any problem with them so far. They're giving me great confidence. I'm riding a little slow, guys, because last time the videos that I uploaded, I'm pretty new to it, as I said. So last time the video that I uploaded, there was a lot of noise issue. I think this mic that I'm using is not really good quality. I just bought it from Amazon for roughly about $500 or so. But you know, there was a lot of disturbance in the noise while I was talking. But it could be that I was riding fast, and you know, the wind blast was interfering with the mic. So I have now, you know, reset everything again, and I'm trying to record again on a slow speed and see if that helps to, you know, keep the volume clear on the video. And yeah, that's what I'm doing from my side. I'm not a big you know, YouTube guy, but then just trying to, you know, I want to help with my experience for people who have a similar bike or want to find out about Triumph Street Twin especially. So I'm also going to do a small video on I did not know how to do moto vlogging while on the go. I definitely used to make videos earlier because that's pretty simple with GoPro, but now I bought this setup which you can which is set up in your which you can set up on your helmet, and you can mount it, and then you can connect your mic and everything, and it's all done in one go. So I'll do a small review of the products that I'm using right now for sure. And I'm sure there are a lot of you out there who want to do this for just for their own fun. I'm doing it for my own fun, trust me on that. And you know, it's cool to just capture all the memories when you're traveling, or it's just beautiful when you look back on these videos and, you know, just cherish the memories that you have, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, so I'm riding a little slow right now because of the mic scene, and plus Anmol is riding on the hills for the first time so it's his very first time riding on the hill. So I want to be a little careful because I don't want him to be, you know, excited, or I don't want to leave him behind. But he's with me with my he's my responsibility as of now. So just enjoying the weather, just taking in everything that I can see right now. And yeah, so that's it, guys. So we are just 10 kilometers away from Landor. So I think we're just going to take about 20-25 minutes more to reach there, because I'm just averaging a speed of 40. And generally on the hills I prefer to be between 60 to 70, but today just want to take it easy, don't want no problem. And what else? Nothing. I think this bike, Street Twin, it's very nice for the hills. Reason being, it's a torquey machine, and it really climbs the mountain effortless. Like, you don't have to do anything much. I think just twist the throttle a bit and it's gonna fly like climb like anything. It has so much of torque that even if you're pulling it up on third, fourth, sometimes third gear or fourth gear, it doesn't have a lag. It really manages well, and it really pulls. So that's beautiful about this bike. It's very comfortable as well for me, especially because I'm not a tall guy, and I can easily put my feet down, so I'm more confident on this bike, and you know, enjoy the ride. So yeah, cool bike. So I think I should just ask Anmol to come in front of me, as I want to record him also. He needs to remember this ride, especially in the time of lockdown that we are traveling out of Delhi, which is like really a dream come true as of now, guys. Like it was like I was craving for the mountains for so long. And you know, when you, especially when you don't when you you know, you don't regularly come out, like when we used to come out for trips every now and then, it was okay to come in the mountains. Like it was always special to come in the mountains, but right now it's like dream come true, trust me on that. So it's so cool. I wish like I can stay here for longer, but that won't be possible because of the, you know, the risk factor, and plus I don't want to, you know, go against the paperwork that I have. So really don't want to take any chances. I will head back tomorrow, but yeah, now that I know how to reach in Uttarakhand, maybe next month again we'll try to come back again and enjoy the weather. And it's beautiful. You know, it just rained I think couple of minutes ago here, or maybe it's still that morning rain, which is making the whole weather so cool. It's like right now I think it's not more than 15 degrees Celsius, which is beautiful. No humidity, no AC required. You can just chill, and I think you don't even need a fan for that matter. And especially when you're riding, it's amazing. So